Thursday, February 8th, 2018. My name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I am the CEO of Hill Story Marketing, and this is the Daily Mix TV. Flavor extensions are so important for the growth and the health of a food or beverage brand. Talenti just launched 6 new unique flavors, 3 of which fall under a new banner they're calling Crafted with Less Sugar. Now, under this banner, you've got vanilla cinnamon, mint cookie crunch, and chocolate fudge swirl. While under their core or classic lineup, you've got cold brew coffee, dairy-free sorbetto, you've got chocolate caramel blondie, and almond butter and honey. Oh my God, that sounds so good right now, despite the fact that it's like 10 degrees in New York City. Now, Josh Hochschuler, who's the founder of Talenti, says, quote, "Our new flavors are inspired by our fans who are looking for a better-for-you gelato option with half the sugar but the same delicious taste and texture they've come to know and love. And with each new flavor, craftsmanship is still at the heart of our brand. We create unique recipes that source the finest ingredients from throughout the world." Now, these new brands are inspired by the very things that their consumer has asked them for. You have to love a brand that understands how to target its customers and really give them what they're looking for. I just wish more consumer packaged goods or CPG brands understood this rather than operating in a vacuum with flawed research that only delivers a failed product extension. So congratulations to Talenti. I love how they market their products. I love, frankly, their operation as a whole because it's so simple, so straightforward, and their flavor profiles, that's what they lead with. It's a very smart way to market a product like this. You know, there are a lot of snack brands and things like that that throw flavor extensions out into the market blindly. It's a huge mistake, and right now, with everything that's going on in the economy, a lot of companies can ill afford to do this. So, congrats again, Talenti. I hope this works out for you guys. I'm so excited to try these new flavors. Now, in the world of QSR, or quick serve restaurants, it actually looks like legendary sandwich maker Arby's may be getting its brew on. Inspire Brands, which is the newly formed operating arm of Roark Capital, which owns Arby's, is taking learnings from their newly acquired Buffalo Wild Wings chain. They paid $2.9 billion for it. They're rolling out some of their offerings to the legendary sandwich maker. So they're investigating right now whether beer makes sense in specific locations like their New York City stores, those kinds of things. Obviously, this isn't a drive-through push or anything like that. Now, Inspire is looking to create cost efficiencies and give their various holdings opportunities to cross-sell through the line. So there have been rumors for the last several weeks that Inspire was going to have Arby's wings sold at Buffalo Wild Wings and that Buffalo Wild Wings curly fries would be available at Arby's. Now, their CEO has shot those two down. But given the beer push, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more cross-pollination very soon. I love programming like this. It fosters economies of scale, bringing profit levels up because obviously the more you produce, the lower the cost per unit becomes. And if you're selling through or coming close to sell through, that means your profit's going through the roof. So, it also gives each other a little bit of a marketing boost in their respective locations. So not only do you increase profitability, you increase exposure, and it gives your consumer another experience. Now in QSR, giving your consumer an experience and continually challenging their palate while maintaining your core is so essential to ensuring repeat visits and repeat business. So congratulations to Inspire. Best of luck to Arby's. I really hope this works out for you guys. There are a lot of QSR chains and holding companies that own several QSRs underneath that just don't understand cross-pollination in that way. And it's really a shame. I think back to when Houlihan's and TGI Fridays was under Reese Restaurants. Sorry, that was the name I was trying to remember. I love Reese. Alan Stillman, brilliant guy, huge guy in this space. But they made a serious mistake in not cross-pollinating on a mass scale between Houlihan's and TGI Fridays. Houlihan's barely exists anymore. I personally, one of my favorite things on the Houlihan's old menu was their chicken fingers with the honey mustard sauce. Their honey mustard sauce was just rock star. But they were never able to really cross-pollinate that in the way they should have, much like, to the antithesis of what's going on with respect to Arby's and Inspire. So, again, best of luck, guys. I hope this works out for you. Crazy world we live in, it just amazes me how, even as advanced as we are, how many people consistently chase trend without any actual backup to why they're chasing it. So what do I mean? Let me give you an example. What's going on with Facebook right now is absolutely bizarre. They've gone back to their DNA, as we discussed the other day, with Mark Zuckerberg making the announcement that they're going to pivot the newsfeed cycle so that it focuses less on brands, focuses less on news, and so on, and gets back to their roots, which is all about friends and family and keeping up and all of those things. Now, this morning a story came out saying that because of that, it looks like, emphasis on looks like, publishers are going to be pivoting over to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a fantastic platform for business professionals. As a marketer, I'll always suggest constantly having conversations and keep it restricted to work, to business, not to your personal life, not to your political views, none of that crap. Focus on business on LinkedIn. But you got a lot of publishers who are feigning that they may be jumping over to LinkedIn because of what's going on Facebook. Guys, stop chasing trends blindly. It doesn't help you. As a matter of fact, it can end up costing you more money at the end of the day. Why? Because you're putting all of this effort, time is money, into pivoting off of one platform onto the other instead of, as I always practice or preach, balance. Find the balance in the transition cycle. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially on social media. It's way too important to make sure that you're custom tailoring your messaging to your audience on those platforms. So remember, Facebook is more about friends and family and your personal time, those kinds of things, whereas LinkedIn is much more about the professional side of your life. At the end of the day, when you're putting out content, whether it's promotional or editorial in nature, you have to make sure you understand the demographics and the pitfalls of each of those platforms. So millennials have tended to switch off of Facebook, especially younger millennials. Older millennials, or Xennials as they're called, the ones that sit on the cusp between Generation X and Generation Y, they tend to spend more time on Facebook, just like Gen X does. Millennials pivoted off more to Instagram and Snap and so on and so forth. Certainly iGen, they've shifted that route as well. So just find that balance and make sure you as a marketer or as a business person are not chasing that trend into oblivion. It will end up costing you a lot of money. Now, there are a ton of other things going on in the business world right now that I'm just going to ignore for today, because as I said to you earlier in the week, yes, we are doing interim episodes of the Daily Mix TV. Hill Story Marketing is in this insane development cycle right now, and I mean, I was in meetings until 10 o'clock last night, and then I was doing paperwork till 2 o'clock this morning. It's crazy. But I have to say this. For those who are entrepreneurs and those who are getting into new business endeavors, remember to walk softly and carry a big stick. You really need to button up and make sure that you understand the pitfalls ahead. Everybody makes mistakes, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. This development cycle's taken a little longer than we wanted to, not because we made a lot of mistakes. Of course, we all make some mistakes, but just by the nature of what's going on in the world. Remember, when you're developing a business path, you have to check out what's going on in pop culture, what's happening in trending, what's going on in the economy, in the business world, all of those things, because they all do play a role in how long it takes you, whether you're doing a fundraise for a company or you're trying to establish working capital, whatever it might be. Remember to keep your eye on the ball. It's very difficult. There are a lot of factors that go into everything that impacts you. So my advice to any entrepreneur, work hard, play hard. Remember there is a balance. I've seen far too many entrepreneurs lately literally hit the wall and crash after working for years to build what they want. It's a very difficult path in life, but one that is so worth it when you hit the end. So as to Hill Story Marketing, we're there. We are going to start making a lot of announcements over the next few months that you will start to understand why we've been working so hard and so deep and so quietly on what we're doing. My name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I'm the CEO of Hill Story Marketing. I'm also the editor-in-chief of the Daily Mix TV. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.